Ever felt like you're drowning in a sea of academic jargon? You open a research paper, ready to learn, but within minutes your eyes glaze over. You're not alone. These documents are dense, complex, and often feel like they're written in a secret code. But what if I told you there's a systematic way to crack that code? A method that can help you read any research paper efficiently, understand its core message, and retain what you've learned without getting lost in the details. Stick around, because today, we're going to unlock that system together. Before we dive in, let's quickly map out the territory. Most research papers follow a standard structure often called IMRAD, Introduction, Methods, Results, and Discussion. The abstract is your executive summary. The introduction sets the stage, explaining why the research is important. The methods section is the how-to guide, detailing the experiment. Results present the raw findings, and the conclusion or discussion interprets those findings, explaining what they mean for the field. Understanding this basic anatomy is your first step to navigating with confidence. Now for our first pass, the quick skim. The goal here isn't to understand everything, but to get the big picture in just a few minutes. Start by reading the abstract. It's the entire paper in miniature. Next, read the introduction to understand the research question and the context. Then, jump straight to the conclusion. This tells you what the authors found and why they think it matters. After this pass, you should be able to answer 3 key questions. What problem is this paper trying to solve? What is their main contribution or finding? And what are the key takeaways? If you can't answer these, the paper might not be worth a deeper read. Once you've decided the paper is relevant, it's time for a deeper dive. Go back to the methods and results sections. When reading the methods, don't get bogged down in every technical detail. Instead, focus on understanding the overall experimental design. What did the researchers measure and how? What were the control groups? As you move to the results, pay close attention to the figures and tables. These visuals are often the heart of the paper. Try to interpret them on your own before reading the author's descriptions. What story are the graphs telling you? This active engagement is crucial for critical understanding. Evaluating the results goes beyond just accepting them. Look for statistical significance, often indicated by p-values, but don't stop there. Ask about the effect size. Is the finding statistically significant, but practically meaningless? A good paper will report both. Scrutinize the visuals. Are the axes clearly labeled? Do the error bars suggest a high degree of uncertainty? A beautiful graph can sometimes hide weak data, so train your eye to look for both clarity and substance. No study is perfect. Great researchers are transparent about their work's limitations. Look for a dedicated limitations section, usually in the discussion. Think about threats to validity. Internal validity asks, did the experiment truly measure what it claimed to? External validity asks, can these results be generalized to other contexts or populations? Acknowledging these limitations doesn't invalidate the research. It places it in the proper context and points the way for future work. In modern science, transparency is key. Check if the authors have made their data, code, or materials available. This commitment to reproducibility is a strong signal of quality and confidence in their findings. Some fields also use pre-registration, where researchers publish their hypothesis and methods before collecting data. This helps prevent p-hacking or cherry-picking results to fit a narrative. Look for these signs of good scientific practice. Reading without taking notes is like trying to fill a leaky bucket. To retain information, you need a system. Don't just highlight randomly. Create a structured template for your notes. For each paper, summarize the research question, methods, key findings, and your own critical thoughts. Consider using a system like the Zettelkasten method, where you create atomic, linked notes that help you build connections between different papers and ideas over time. This turns passive reading into an active process of knowledge creation. As you read more, your library of papers will grow. A reference manager is non-negotiable. Tools like Zotero, Mendeley, or EndNote not only save your papers but also help you organize them with tags and folders. Get into the habit of tagging papers by theme, methodology, or project. When you need to find that one paper about Bayesian models in cognitive science, a quick search of your tags will save you hours of frustration. As you become more proficient, watch out for common pitfalls. The first is the jargon trap. where complex language can obscure simple ideas. If you don't understand a term, look it up. Another is overgeneralization, where authors make broad claims based on a narrow study. Always check the sample size and demographics. Finally, be wary of results that seem too good to be true. A healthy dose of skepticism is a researcher's best friend. Let's do a quick walkthrough. Here's a sample paper. First, I'll read the abstract. Okay, it's about a new learning algorithm. Now, the conclusion. It claims a 15% improvement over the state of the art. Now, I'm interested. I'll jump to the results and find the main figure. Here it is, Figure 3, a bar chart comparing performance. I see their algorithm in blue and the baseline in gray. The blue bar is indeed higher, and the error bars don't overlap much, suggesting a real difference. Now I'll read the caption and the surrounding text to confirm my interpretation. This whole process took just a couple of minutes. Ready to put this into practice? Here's your action plan. First, pick one paper from your field. Second, perform the quick skim pass. Abstract, intro, conclusion. Time yourself. Try to do it in under 5 minutes. Third, write a 3-sentence summary of the paper's core message. The key to mastering this skill is consistent practice. It won't happen overnight, but by using this system, you'll transform from a frustrated reader into a confident, efficient research pro. You've got this.